Hey guys, what's up? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. And we're kicking off the England series on this channel, talking about England World Cup story. And obviously, finally, we've had England's first game against Croatia. Feels like it's been weeks and weeks since the World Cup started. They've been waiting and waiting and waiting for the England game to play. They finally managed to do it. Great win in the end. 4-2 victory, which is great. The Harry Kane show, let's be real. Again, the best player for England, the leader, the captain, my captain on my fantasy team as well, which is great. And yeah, obviously the first goal was a penalty. Having to take it twice. The first penalty, I mean, the stutter, I absolutely hate the stutter. I hate anyone that does it. It's so annoying. Just ban. If anything needs banning in football, it's that. I had to retake it because obviously the goalkeeper was way off his line. I say way, it was clearly off his line, and that warrants a retake. You can't allow that to be in the game. Otherwise, it's a slippery slope. Goalkeeper coming out of his line, how far are you allowed to let him go? So, it had to be taken again, and obviously buries the second one, which is great. That's how we should have done the first one, but it is what it is. And then obviously we go and we get another goal as well. Now, obviously we conceded the 2 goals, which is annoying. 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2. Especially in the second, right before the half time, conceding that second goal was a bit worrying. We're defensively we're defensively bad at the moment. But going back to Harry Kane, obviously he scores a really good header from a corner. Declan Rice, set piece again, ole ole. And yeah, brilliant from Rice. Absolutely fantastic corner. I think he should have had another assist. I think there was another corner in the second half that he almost got an assist with. Brilliant corner, brilliant header. The second goal of Harry Kane, you think, okay, cool. And then, I don't know what Tuchel said to them at half time, but England looked like a completely different team the second half. Brilliant. Absolutely, the first 15 minutes of that second half was amazing. Just pummeling and pummeling and pummeling. And then Jude Bellingham scores, I think, in like the first 5 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. And once we scored that goal, we kind of didn't really look like we were going to concede again. Way more comfortable. And yeah, just absolutely dominating them. And I tweeted out, like, the first 10-15 minutes of that second half, I tweeted out that Croatia looked like a team of 40-year-olds. They were very slow, they couldn't handle us. And then obviously, once Bellingham got his goal, that was pretty much it. But then really attacking triple substitutions, Saka, Rodgers, and obviously Rashford as well, all coming off the bench. Clearly, we're trying to get that fourth goal. I think Rodgers is going to be a new Arsenal player, by the way. And then obviously Saka goes and slots in Rashford, who scores the fourth goal. 4-2, game, set, and match. Going back to the penalty, by the way, it was Noni Madueke that scored. Didn't score. He earned that penalty. So Arsenal players really, really dominant in this game. Technically, well, that's not technically. 2 assists for obviously Rice and Saka, but also Madueke getting the penalty as well. Kind of assist, obviously it's not, but it's kind of. And 4-2 victory, brilliant. The one thing I'm worried about is Pickford. I think he's a great goalkeeper. He made some really good saves, especially in the last 10 minutes or so of the game. Croatia really did kind of perk up a little bit towards the end. When it was 3-2, we're thinking, oh God, you can see a late equaliser in this, and if we draw this game, it's going to be a meltdown. But he kept us in the game. Harry Kane getting a really good block in as well. That looked like a dead cert third goal. But then obviously Rashford goes and slots the goal in. 4-2, comfortable again, great. And I think 4-2 flatters us a little bit. Having said that, I think the first half we were attacking was brilliant, but defensively we were very all over the place. The midfield wasn't great, but I don't know what Tuchel said to them again in half time, but we came out, we dominated them, comfortable as well. And then, we saw the victory, we saw the game out. So, look, I feel like Gahey should start the next game at centre back. I feel like Konsa is decent, but a bit inexperienced. Stones as well, showing his age a little bit. We looked defensively wide open in that first half. So, hopefully we can get Gahey to come on and start the next game. I think Jed Spence, I don't like the player, to be honest with you. I don't think he's that great, but he's very quick. He came on and saw the game out, so credit to him for that. And yeah, we move on to the next game, but we looked a little bit stressful at times. But yeah, it's all about the points at this point. Get the first win out of the way, get on to the next one, and then obviously yeah, like I said, it's all about Harry Kane this game. Obviously, he's now become England's official all-time goal scorer. I think he's equalled the record, if I'm not mistaken. So, but he's up there now. He's joint at the moment, I think. But he's basically England's best goal scorer ever now, which is great. And in game one as well, the World Cup, you kind of foresee that he's going to score quite a decent amount of goals in this tournament. So, touch wood, hopefully, because if he scores a lot of goals, then we go far in this tournament, in my opinion. Like I said, I think Madueke, everyone was criticising him starting. Well, was Madueke starting? Well, he ended up being the best. I mean, obviously, Harry Kane was the best striker or best attacker in the pitch that first half. It was all coming down England's right hand side. Madueke was so dangerous, and he's unlucky not to get an outright assist in this game. Brilliant. I think we're probably going to go attacking wise, midfield going forward. I think we're going to go with the same lineup next game. And like I said, I think Saka came out and did really well to get assists in the 15-20 minutes or so he got to play, which was great. Rashford, I thought, did alright as well. Got a goal, obviously. And you could have gotten the second goal right at the end of the game, but credit to him for that as well. I think Anthony Gordon was quite a disappointment in this game. I thought he was quite a big passenger. Had the audacity to moan at Madueke a couple of times in that first half, but Gordon did absolutely nothing in this game, so I wouldn't be surprised if Rashford starts next game. But overall, decent 4-2. Conceding 2 goals was stupid. It's really cheap goals as well. We need to really firm up our defence because we can't be leaking goals like that in the next couple of games. But like I said, it's all about the points at the moment. Just get the points in the board and worry about the goal difference after the second game. But yeah, brilliant right so far. Very Arsenal orientated. Like I said, technically almost 3 assists for the Arsenal players, and you can see how great these Arsenal players are, how important they are to this team. Declan Rice is taking all the corners, basically both sides, which is great. Yeah, we move on to the next game now, which is great. It's probably, I think it's now next week, so we've got an age away until the next game, but it is what it is. But I thought that England did alright, especially attacking wise. Croatia, a very old team, but we absolutely outran them that second half. We absolutely dominated them. I think it should have been 5-2, maybe 6-2, but decent win, decent goals. Harry Kane again doing really well, and obviously all the Arsenal boys doing really well as well. And then we move to this next game, so I'm quite happy with it, to be honest with you. Let me know what you thought about the game. Obviously, some people have a bit more of a stronger opinion about it. We shouldn't be conceding 2 goals, and that's a bit of a worry. The defence is a worry, in midfield as well, especially in that first half, is a bit of a worry. But the second half, they really did put themselves together and did quite well. And all the substitutions I rate. Gahey coming on towards the end of the game as well. Jed Spence as well, I guess. We had to make some defensive changes in that second half because it was kind of starting to look a little bit hairy again until Rashford got his goal. So there's something to learn from, and hopefully Tuchel does learn from this game a little bit, especially defensive wise. But I think attacking wise, we are so strong and we can take on anybody. So 2 goals already for Harry Kane, and 1 obviously for Rashford and Bellingham as well. Bellingham, by the way, I haven't really spoken about him. I think he outran that midfield. I think Bellingham, Rice, and Anderson's probably going to be our go-to midfield, especially starting wise. They grew into the game a little bit towards the after the half time, shall I say? But they should be on it in this next game from minute 1 because once they click, then we can get our forwards in position more and we can start scoring more freely. So we hopefully will look a little bit more solid next game as well. So let me know what you thought about the game. Let me know what you think England could do in this World Cup. How many goals do you think Harry Kane's going to score? Do you think he's going to get the golden boot? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, like I said, brilliant. Alright, just get the first win. Don't worry about the scoreline. Just win the first game, settle the World Cup nerves, and then go to the next game, and then just go from there. So, yeah, let me know what you thought about the game and how you think England could do. And do you think Harry Kane is going to break some more records by the end of this tournament? Because I think that's going to happen. So, Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe if you haven't done already. Stay tuned for my Mexico video. That's going to come out tomorrow because Mexico play tomorrow. That's going to be great. And they need to win that game. So it's all kicking off right now, which is great. And obviously, Chivas have made a couple of signings, and I'll talk about that later on in the week as well. But yeah, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week and the weekend. And yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.